Leary. If you guys have questions, please raise your hand and I'll go around. Andrew Schnittker, go ahead.
Devin, after so much time off from game action after the injury last year, now that you're a week away, can you kind of just describe your emotions of being so close to getting back out on that field in a game situation with your teammates?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. I mean, the biggest thing, like you said, is being back out there with my teammates, being able to feel that same energy that I felt back against Duke, running into the stadium with all my guys right next to me, and being able to watch all them perform is just such a surreal feeling that I can't wait to experience again.
Go ahead, Alyssa.
Such an odd year last year with COVID and no fans. How excited are you and the team just to be able to go to that stadium with fans again and have the normal game day atmosphere?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I mean, we can't wait to hear the Wolfpack chants and everyone just cheering us on. And I mean, that, like I said, that feeling running out onto the field, being able to hear the crowd and walking out into the white smoke is such a surreal feeling that, I mean, you can't really describe. But I know me, as well as everyone else on the staff, on the team, is very excited to experience it again.
Mike Topper.
Hey, Devin, good afternoon, man. If I could ask you just two quick ones. First of all, a week out, how has the offense been coming together, and what have you seen out of the offense as you get set for the opener? Yeah, the offense has been doing really good. I mean, I'm very excited. I think we have a very great game plan going forward. Coach Beck has done a great job of mentally and physically preparing us for what we're about to face. And I mean, everything starts up front as well. I mean, Coach Garrison has been doing a great job with the offensive line. I mean, I'm excited to see those guys play. And I mean, yeah, just going into this first week, I think everyone is very eager. Everyone's very excited, very hungry. And I can't wait to watch guys ball out on both sides of the ball. And just a quick follow-up, you mentioned Coach Beck there. Now that you've had a full offseason to really work in with him and lessen restrictions, I mean, I know you still have restrictions with COVID, but it's not Zoom meetings. What's been your comfort level working with Coach Beck and just kind of getting into a groove? Yeah, I mean, like you said, being able to have Coach Beck around now for a full normal season, normal off season without really COVID in a row. I'm extremely comfortable with everything that he presents to me, as well as that I really took in this off season.
Hey, Mike, did you get that again? You kind of broke up there. Are you good?
Yeah, I don't know, Devin, would you mind just repeating that? Like half of that kind of broke up there. You're talking about just being able to have him for the season there. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, I was just saying being able to have him for this whole season and not having COVID interrupt or anything just makes me extremely comfortable in the offense. Just being able to lead other guys, being able to get a good grasp of the full system. And I mean, Coach Beck has been doing a great job of letting us learn as best as we can. And whatever he presents to us, I've been doing a really good job of grasping everything.
Go ahead, Jonas.
Hey, Devin, I wanted to ask, with Ben and Aaron in the room with you, obviously, you know as well as anyone that, you know, they got to be ready at the drop of a hat. You know, they got to be ready to go. How have you gone along kind of helping them prepare and making sure they're game ready just in case, you know, knock on wood, but if something happens to you, they got to be ready to go. So how you kind of bringing those guys along?
Yeah. I mean, that's a great question. Our quarterback room is very tight. And one thing that I really like about our quarterback room is everyone is dialed in at all times. I mean, whether they're getting any reps of the day or getting 0 reps at all, I mean, everyone is taking mental reps. Everyone is coming back, watching film later at night. So just being around Ben, Aaron, I mean, even Zoe, Andrew, Harvey, I mean, those guys, they push me every day. They hold me accountable, and just being able to see that knows that they're in tune to the game plan and in tune to watching football as much as I am. And it's very exciting to see.
And just a quick follow-up, when you're on the sideline and they're kind of leading things throughout the scrimmages, what have you seen from them on the field that you like from both Ben and Aaron?
Yeah, I think they're both extremely talented. I think they both have their own personal qualities that they bring to the table that are different from each other. But I also think that they do a great job of running this offense. They do a great job of leading guys. I think Ben is very smart. He understands the game very well. And I mean, Aaron as well. He's a very smart player too. I mean, he just got here this past spring and he's been doing a great job of asking many questions, grasping the offense. I mean, just in the short period of time that both of them have been here, I've seen tremendous growth.
Casey, go ahead.
Hi, Devin. Yeah, I just know specifically over this last month since you guys started, preseason camp or training, what kind of strides has the offense made and what specifically are you looking for in this next week before, game day?
Yeah. So, I mean, really what we've been focusing on is the little details, not being able to beat ourselves as far as penalties or any type of unnecessary calls that we're going to get that's going to hurt ourselves. That's kind of been our main focus of eliminating all the self-inflicted wounds. And I think going forward, that what I'm very excited to see, like I said, is the O-line. I mean, those guys are all in tune each and every day. They're very exciting to watch. And I think going forward, like Coach Beck, Coach Garrison always tells us, is it starts up front. And that's something that we've really embraced. So I'm excited to watch that.
Alex Sawyer.
Yeah, Devin, I know you guys were without Emeka MESSI for a little bit this fall, and he's kind of back into things now. Just from the whole offensive standpoint, how much does having a wide receiver with that much experience, that much kind of leadership in that room help the offense as a whole develop in your relationship with every receiver?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I think even when Emeka wasn't necessarily able to practice with us, we all knew what's in it over the past couple of years. And I mean, just being able to have him back brings a different type of energy on the field, brings a different type of mojo that not only myself can observe and attract to, that our whole entire offense does as well. I mean, as soon as Emeka came back, all the eyes were on him, and that's exactly what he expected because he put himself in that position. And I mean, just being able to have a teammate like him and a receiver like him is a true blessing.
David Thompson.
Hey, Devin. So the last couple of days, it's come out that NC State won't allow unvaccinated players to travel during road games. Just kind of wanted to know your thoughts on that policy.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Doran and the whole staff, I mean, this entire time period of going through vaccine and everything, they always try to inform us and try to educate us as best as possible. I mean, we've had different people come in and talk to us, different doctors come in and just speak to us, trying to inform us as best as possible. But I mean, like the coaches always told us since the beginning, that at the end of the day, it is your own body, it is your own choice. And due to the circumstances now, it is unfortunate that guys that decide not to get vaccinated won't be able to necessarily travel with us. But at the same time, everyone had a great understanding that it was the choice, that whether you did or didn't, there was consequences that came with it.
Go ahead, Alicia.
We've been talking about the depth at receiver. How exciting is it for you to have a lot of targets that are all capable of going in and catching passes?
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's very rewarding too to see just all the young guys. I mean, if any one of the older guys goes down or anyone needs a break, or just being able to see those young guys come in and fill that role instantly, knowing what they're doing. And I mean, you could just tell that they're always engaged. They're always looking for that next play of when they're going to get their opportunity, because they know eventually it's going to come. And I mean, we always say you don't have to necessarily be getting all the reps to get all the mental reps as well. And that's something that I've seen from that young receiver group, as well as the older guys leading them in the right direction too. So, I mean, just the depth that we have is that at that position is extremely exciting to be in my position as well.
Go ahead, Jonas.
And Devin, I got a non-football related question. Well, it's kind of football related, but I've been watching the ACC road trips, and of course, you and Peyton went first with the how well do you know your teammate / roommate, and you guys are you guys are last in the standings right now. But my question is, I mean, how close are you and Peyton? I mean, the leader of the defense, the leader of the offense, sharing the same place. How do you guys kind of bond and kind of hook up and decide you want to stay together? And what's it like talking football when it's just you two guys around?
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit those questions didn't do us justice. It was kind of brutal. My final score was not very well, but no, I mean, even off the field, I mean, Peyton is one of my best friends as far as on the field too. He's just a guy that people attract to, a guy that knows when he walks into the building, the energy is just different. And I mean, myself, I've even linked up with Peyton back in high school when we were recruits, and I've been over his house down in Hillsborough. I mean, we're very close. And I mean, just to have a guy like that, not only as my roommate, but as a teammate is really an honor. And it's very exciting to watch him work on his craft every single day.
Is it when it's downtime and you guys get back from a game, is it all football talk? You just kind of separate from that once you get back to the house?
Honestly, yeah, usually. I mean, a lot of it is football talk. I mean, we both love the game. That's majority of all of our conversations are football. But I mean, other than that, we're very similar as far as just what we have in common. But yeah, mostly it is a lot of football talk, I'll admit.
And one more follow-up, if you guys don't mind. I mean, you being the offensive leader guy, he being the leader of the defense. You guys kind of swap pointers and ideas. What you see on defense and what you see on offense, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what I think is really special about this team is whether it's offense or defense, the leaders are just collectively good leaders. I think whether Peyton has a point to bring up from a defensive standpoint to the offense, I mean, it's going to be well respected as vice versa in my situation if I had a offensive perspective to give to the defense. And I mean, us two being guys that are looked at as leaders on this team, I mean, I think just as a whole, it's what's very special about this team is we're respected on both sides of the ball and collectively always be able to come together no matter where we each other stand.
David Thompson.
Yeah, in the same vein of non-football questions, we asked Derek today what his favorite restaurant was, and he said the Dankery. Is that also high up on your list? And if so, why is that such a hot spot with NC State players?
Yeah, I mean, I love the Dankery. I mean, it's just good food. It's advertised well on their Instagram page, and that was one of the first things that was one of the first restaurants, one of the first food spots I went to when I came down to North Carolina, because I mean, just through Instagram, being able to hear it from all teammates, like that was the spot to go. So, I mean, I really liked there, and I also liked this Italian restaurant downtown Raleigh called Vic's. That's also very good too. So those have been my two main spots to go to.
Dinner on Devin Leary tonight. If anyone wants to take it. But any other questions for Devin here? Devin, appreciate you calling in. Good to go.
Yes,
Media, we have
Thank
Coach
you.
Doran next on Monday, his normal press conference for game week. So we will see you guys then. Thank you.